must have forgot they did this episode.
And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can remove this sickness from our souls.
Those folks who were responsible have been held accountable.
Develops weapons of mass destruction.
It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society.
Yeah, baby, your boys are back with another juicy episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions, but at the end of the day, who really knows?
And with cold beer, I was gonna try and fit that in, and then it just sort of left me. Fuck.
Shit, fuck.
Start it again.
We're here today. We're going to be talking about some priests. But before we do that, follow us on Twitter at DeborahKPod, on Instagram at DeborahKPodcast. Everything's all in the bio down below. Don't even listen to me say it. Just go down, click it. It's a link. Come on. We got smartphones. You might be on the road. It's not texting and driving if you're just clicking on a link.
I still use my razor.
I wish.
Fair. I never got one, and I was really pissed off at my mom about that.
Took me a while before I got one.
It's pretty shitty, man.
And then, like, smartphones came around when I got on my dad's plan, so I was like, why the fuck would I want a razor?
Yeah. Aren't they? When are they? They're coming out with like new razors, aren't they? Probably smartphone
so.
razors or
Yeah.
some shit. Man, I'd have one.
And Motorola can suck my ass.
I don't.
They were like the, if I'm not mistaken, Motorola was like the highest. They gave off the most radiation of any cell phone ever
Crazy.
made.
I shouldn't have wore mine in my pocket all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept mine like right next to my dick all the time, so that explains why it's so small.
I feel the same way.
It's probably.
That's the reason, huh?
So they were probably in bed with the penis enlargement companies.
Those
True.
products don't work, trust me.
Well, this is our second attempt at going live for this episode, so if you aren't watching it on YouTube, you should probably start watching it on YouTube so you can watch us get cut the fuck off.
Yeah.
This is attempt number 2 of episodes, Priest on the Prowl.
Priest on the Prowl.
Oh man, dude, it's just that all afternoon just been trying to think of a good name.
I think you got a good one.
Yeah, it's one of my talents.
It's a lot of them.
I come up with good band names and good episode names, and then my third talent is like being a silver player in video games,
Or like,
platinum in Rocket League. But that's not to brag.
what else could it be? Like Priesty Boys or fucking I don't know.
Priesty Boys would be just like the Beastie Boys, but you take all the like lyrics out with the same beat and the same like melody to it, and it's just about like diddling kids.
It's like a Christian rock group.
Like, I can't stand it. My hand in your pants, bitch.
Or like New Kids on the Block would be like Priest with kids on their cock. Something like that. I don't know. Yikes. Are we about to do a whole album of Weird Al songs just with rapey priests? I think so.
I think if Trey Park and Matthew, whatever the fuck his name is.
Stone.
If they haven't done it, we should.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm down.
Way
I just
more
want to make
real.
we should do some good, album art.
Yeah. I'll buy a Pope outfit or something off of Amazon.
I'll buy a schoolboy outfit.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I already
Just
have one.
dress up like altar boys.
I'll fucking have a chain around both your guys' necks. That'd be a crazy photo. Maybe that'd be one of the photos on the calendar. Just someone in a Pope outfit with chains around both. Oh God. Yikes.
God.
Yikes. Don't show that to my family, please.
We're getting shut down.
Yeah, we're gonna have fucking people from the Vatican like stalking our house and shit like that.
I was really hoping
a
that
lot of people.
I was really hoping that other Mike would make it tonight because I was just gonna make jokes about him getting molested in Catholic school all day.
Yeah, I kind of had a little jokes going around in my head too. What I could say to him, I was like, that'd be you need a target, you know, you need to slam it on someone.
No, we can't bully him now that he's not here, and it just kind of sucks.
It's not like we're not bullying him because he probably got touched by a Catholic priest. We're bullying him because he's our friend.
We're bullying him because he didn't, because he was too ugly.
Like Mac from Sunny fucking goes to his old like gym teacher. Why not me? Why not me?
He's wearing those fucking short shorts and he's just like stretching in front of him. He's like, look it, I'm powerful.
Yeah. He ends up him getting thrown out on the lawn. Yeah. That's what happens. You try and accuse your gym teacher of not having sex with you, they'll probably kick you out of their house. Probably.
Yeah.
I'm not saying for sure. They might actually invite you in, actually.
You accuse your priest of having sex with you, and they move him to a different country to have sex with other kids.
It's a win-win for them.
And that's the whole circle back to what we're talking about today. Is it literally... What's today? Today's the...
78th.
The 8th? Fucking literally the 23rd of February. This happened in Oakland, California.
Oh.
Wait, did you say this year?
Yeah, like a week and a half ago.
Damn. That's some nut shit.
Was he a good-looking priest?
I don't know. I didn't see any pictures of him.
Like, do you think he forced the boys, or do you think the boys were like, "Damn"? Because I've had a few.
Dude, I think that it's a layer of indoctrination, and
oh yeah, you already
I mean, it's just I've never been molested, but that's what I would imagine, dude.
I wish I know.
I wish.
Wow.
I wish someone touched me. I haven't been touched in years since I was 7 years old. I always wonder that too, how willing they are, like what the fuck are they gonna think when they're in the church? They're a part of the church and they're fucking...
I think this guy, I think people that are in that position of power make it as, oh, this is a game, and then, these kids don't really fucking know what the fuck's going on. They don't know what sex is yet.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna, like, it blew my mind that this happened, like, last month. Like, I don't know how you... I don't think how you as a priest think you're gonna get away with it in the TikTok era of the world. Like, those altar boys are in the back room on TikTok and shit. Like, they know what's going on.
Right.
And fucking
kids younger and younger have phones now.
Old Father Nelson comes in and tries to...
Right, you could have your phone like set to being recording and just slip it in your phone and Father fucking Nelson comes in.
Well, I can talk shit about my D&D character, not you, son.
He's a nice guy. We're not talking shit about him.
No, but yeah, it's actually blows my mind that it's still happening. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Guess what's gonna happen to the priest? Not a goddamn thing. Guess what happened to the priest in the exorcism of Emily Rose? He went to fucking prison. Why is an exorcist getting arrested, but a molester gets to go to fucking Guatemala to bang Guatemalan boys? I don't know, man. It's kind of fucked up.
That sounds like it's a reward or something.
It's not a punishment. That's my whole point. It's not a fucking punishment.
I didn't know.
You're like, hey, you get your chance in America, and now you fucking get to go to a country where it's harder to get caught and prosecuted for it.
Right.
I think I didn't know. I think I'm right when I say like it happens more in the U.S. There's more cases in the U.S. than anywhere else in the world. Am I right? I don't know if anyone agrees with that.
I think that's a very, very accurate statement.
I would say
I feel like it's part of our culture.
I would say there's more cases, documented cases. I would say there's a lot more undocumented cases.
That's where I kind of, because my mindset was like, oh, well, I mean, why would they be doing it? How would they get away with it as easily here when they could just be doing it in these other countries, like fucking
Right.
And it
Well,
talked
because-
about that too. Like other countries, it was easier to get the priests off or whatever, like not get in trouble with it. But like I was like,
Yeah, because the boys are cuter. It's easier to get the priest off.
Damn.
yeah, I didn't know though that most of the most cases came from the U.S. I was like, dude, I thought. I mean, I guess that's probably from back in the 50s even.
Dude, this goes all the way back to like the 1500s. It's
What was it? It was the guy I don't remember his name, but it was the priest from the 1500s or something like that. I think it was the Pope, like vetoed a thing that was trying to get passed that limited the amount of boys a priest had for pleasure.
What?
And he the guy in 1500s. The guy's name was who tried to go against him. His name was Martin Luther, and I was really confused, like Martin Luther King or some shit.
no,
Martin
that's the
Luther's
guy
the
that
dude
made the
that-
Lutheran religion.
He posted the 91 theses on the door of the fucking Catholic Church or whatever.
But I don't really remember. But the Pope's name
Protestant
was
church?
fucking. He said it was said that he vetoed the fucking the law that restricted the amount of boys they had for pleasure.
Yeah, dude.
It's huh?
Priest, yeah, he was basically like a martyr. That's where the whole faith Lutheran comes from, is from his teachings, Martin Luther. But back in the day, the priests were one of the most powerful people in the fucking world.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They had all the hot gossip from confessionals. They would blackmail people. They were wealthy. And then man, what was it? It was 1610 or some shit like that. They passed law, rule, whatever the fuck you want to call it, in the church that removed wealth, fucking sex, and all this shit from the priest. And then so for the last 410 years, shit's been getting real wild.
Why is it always boys though? What is every?
That's
you're
one
saying-
thing that I wanted to bring up.
Why are they?
Can you go back to? I want to know.
Okay.
You go back to what you said real quick. Like you said, it was in the last 400 years that they
410
or whatever that
411,
they
but
stripped their power. What did you say? They stripped
they took away their ability to gain wealth, took away their marriage rights, took away they had to admit to a life of celibacy.
gotta be closer to God.
They made a bunch of rules, and they're like, if you want to be a priest and you want to be close to God, these are the rules you have to follow. And it was
Thou shalt not lay with the women, but if he glances at a young boy, you may be forgiven.
yeah, it's just
And a promotion possibly in your near future.
Also, full disclaimer, I usually do this on these type of episodes before we start, and I forgot. It's going to be very graphic and not for everyone to listen to. There's going to be a lot of jokes that are going to offend a lot of people.
Yeah.
But yeah,
go
I guess
watch the Teletubbies.
I'm pretty sure a lot of those jokes have already happened, and those people are probably already out of the audience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, we've already crossed that line. But yeah, no, I think it was in the early 1600s. I'm pretty sure is when that. Shit came
I'm
about.
sure shit was going on forever, but
But
yeah,
I mean, that's
when-
one of say what you will about Assassin's Creed, but it's one of the most historically accurate games about the culture of the times. Ezio Auditore didn't really run around the street killing people.
right jumping off of skyscrapers
there's a
into a bale of hay, or did he?
But they did have assassins.
Yeah, but there is a reason why a lot of the people in those games, main story assassinations they have to carry out, are priests, is because they were such a huge political aspect of society back then. Nowadays, the father at St. Pat's Church doesn't fucking mean anything about the city that we live in.
Well,
but
that's because-
back then,
Right.
That's because back then I feel like they thought those people had morals or whatever, and they wanted to put more that type of moral into the government.
well, yeah, it was also a lot of blackmailing going on back then.
So I feel like it was shady shit.
The priests were not as beholden of their confessions or confessionals as they are nowadays. They would be like, oh, well, Betty Sue was telling me the other day that she's cheating on her husband. I'm going to go get willed her estate, and then there's going to be an accident, and I'm going to have her estate, and I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to be rich. Like, that kind of shit was going on.
Damn it, Betty Sue.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I don't trust Catholics for a second. I don't. Religion rubs me the wrong way.
I feel like a lot of people that are
Not religion,
Catholic
but
aren't even
I
really
guess
Catholic.
The thing. What
No.
would you say? The government built around religion? I don't know. The society.
Well, I mean, our government was built around Christianity in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
But
And it's like, you think about like us being the most powerful government in the world. It's like, well, back then it was like them, like they were the fucking bee's knees. I feel like what we have today for like wouldn't today's cabal, sex trade, whatever around the world, wouldn't that kind of had started running through the churches first?
Oh yeah,
Like that's
Yeah.
where like probably it started more than where it blew up.
well, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, you want to talk about fucking power? Like way back in the day, what like Dante Inferno days? I don't even remember what fucking year that was, but there was like a Islamic extremist group that tried to protest at the Vatican, like violently protest at the Vatican, and the fucking Christian response was the Crusades. That's how the Crusades started. It's because like one Vatican soldier got his eye gouged out or some shit. They're like, oh, we better go into the desert and kill some fucking Muslims.
Yeah.
That's literally how the Crusades started.
Damn.
And they're like, oh, but they overtook the Vatican. Like, yeah, a block.
And stabbed the guys, and they stabbed his eye out.
And someone got his eye poked in the incident, and fucking
Someone
you're like,
took a number 2 pencil to your face, bitch.
It's pretty much the equivalent of Chaz.
yeah, it's like, hey, like what happened to turn the other cheek, you dumb son of a bitch? Like,
Right.
now you got Dante falling through the 7 gates of hell trying to find his wife. It just escalates so quickly with them. Like, you know, like you take communion, then you get a finger in the ass. Your
Yeah.
wife gets kidnapped by a demon. You fall through
Is
hell.
that why the priests and the boys that go to the churches, they have them wear robes because it was just like easy access for the priest? Just like,
Well, if
thought
they were
about that.
wearing pants, you'd see the blood dripping from their butthole.
Oof.
yeah.
How
it's
easy
true.
would it be, though? Okay, load up all the choir kids. We're going to go on a field trip. We're going to go sing somewhere. And then you come back. Oh, yeah, we lost Joey and...
Samantha?
Well, no,
and
Samantha would be a girl, so they wouldn't take her.
Up until the
Samantha could be a boy's name.
up until the printing press came around, very easy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, dude,
We're going on a trip, and you're gonna suck my dick.
dude, think about that. Fucking, how many kids have
Yeah,
been?
I'm on one today.
How
I
many
don't know.
kids have been raped and just left in the woods by a priest? I'm
12.
just saying, a lot.
Oh, today? Or what?
I want to get into more. I don't know if you have this for later, but I would also like to very much get into the idea of why they like the boys more. I was thinking about that all day. I didn't really look into that, but it
Isn't
was
it-
in the back of my
I
head.
feel like it's got something
They
to
said
do.
some girls too. I mean,
Probably.
girls were.
But I feel like it's got something to
Not
do
saying-
with, like, they, it's okay for them to do boys, but not girls. Like, that's...
I don't know. I feel like
part of
sexual
the religion.
repression has a lot to do with it.
You think so?
I think sexual repression, just the idea of being sexually turned on to something makes you a sinner.
And being... You want to
And
be the biggest sinner you
you're
can.
only supposed to love God, and then you're just like,
Damn,
Well,
but that little
and you-
boy's butthole.
Do you think it's because that there was plenty of more, like, I don't know, like we had girls, you know, signed up sometimes to be like the altar people when I was young, dumb, and in church. But like it was a lot of guys that would be, you know, and I'm like, well, I wonder if it was just mostly guys that would get put in that position. So it's like, what are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to get turned on by their desk table or the boys standing right there? It's like they probably started getting
you
weird
mean the
ideas.
altar.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Unless they thought of the boys on the altar naked, probably happened. They got these weird thoughts, and they were just like, "Holy shit! Like, am I attracted to this little boy right now? What's going on? And the fucking priest behind his shoulder is just standing there. He's like, do it. Do it. He's like, oh, man. Like, how...
Maybe
I feel like
what?
They have to talk about it. Like, I wonder, like, they don't talk about it, but I feel like they still have to talk about it.
There's probably a whole group. That's probably all they talk about.
Because it says, like, yo, the people who are in a higher power, you know, you wouldn't hear this shit go through the power because there was such these levels of power that people would have to get to able to be, you know, able to get the news transferred up the ladder. But I just was, like, kind of like, it's kind of bullshit. Like, fuck that. You guys all were molesting kids, and you all probably have the system, and you probably have to fucking pray to Jesus 3 times, and then you're fine. I don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely a system that covers, covers up what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, the idea that there's not, and how can you think of a time a priest got arrested for molesting a child? Because I can't.
Yeah.
They always end up in like South America and some fucking exotic foreign land.
I just can't believe that.
Or in the Vatican.
Under no supervision.
Yeah, or they end up in the Vatican pushing a broom or something. Like,
right. I thought they had like Mickey Mouse just doing his little broom thing from Fantasia in there.
Yeah.
I'm just so fucking confused, dude. That's why I'm so fucking confused.
They got the magic broom in there because they believe in a magic Jew walking on water, dude.
Lorenzo Almanzar, this is live.
This is live.
Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you don't mind our jokes about priests fucking having sex with young kids, because it's a little disturbing.
Because don't they diddle?
They diddle. They're diddlers, all right.
Yeah, they diddly done did it.
To think back in the day when
this guy's probably like, how the fuck are they still live?
The Pope a long time ago with that thing where he vetoed a bill that said how many young boys. I don't know if it said young kids, but I'm pretty sure it said young boys. Like, I feel like is there not something else that says like, oh, you can't, women.
Well, I feel like it's always like choir boys and altar boys. You never hear of like choir girls, and I mean you do a little bit.
Today's age,
yeah, but back in the day, you never really did.
And to get that really high E note, they'd cut off the boys' testicles and make it, so they could sing
Michael Jackson style.
Yeah,
eunuch style.
He says he does not mind, but would the tube allow such thing? I think as long as we don't let kids, as long as we check the box that says kids can't watch this. Think about all the kids that have an adult account and listen to this, and then they like have to go to Catholic church, next week or something like that.
I grew up going to Catholic church, and I went to
gross.
Yeah, I went to religious education, and I went to Catholic school for preschool.
And you weren't cute enough?
No.
Oh.
My dad went to Catholic school his whole life. Wasn't cute enough, I guess, but
I mean, you guys are big dudes though. They probably look for the little ones.
Yeah, probably. Well, my dad knows like 3 people in his class that were molested.
Jesus.
And not by the same fucking person. What? Yeah.
Weird. Like
in fucking small town Iowa. I don't know if it was in the church. It might have been in the locker room. I don't know.
Oh.
It's Catholic school. I don't know what is the priest the gym teacher. I don't know how that works.
Probably.
Who wants to watch me climb a rope? Like, I don't know.
Hell no.
That's
his fucking balls are coming out the fucking bottom of his shorts.
I feel like that'd actually be a pretty good study. Would to be going to all these Catholic schools and finding out how many of these priests are the gym teachers, and do they watch the boys shower? Because
we had that at Pete Junior High.
I mean,
at least that was the rumor.
I didn't have the gym teacher watching us boys shower.
Dude, I'm pretty sure at fucking home somebody in the 80s got one of the janitors got caught in the females locker room filming.
Whoa,
Christian?
Was he with his mop bucket just while they're all showering? Don't mind me, young ladies. I'm just cleaning up the shower room. Just don't mind me. I'm not paying no attention.
Fucking no, but that was the rumor.
Not staring at your boobies. Not like you haven't yet.
That was the rumor at Pete. And I remember one time me and a couple other guys on the football team got in trouble showering after gym class because we were like slapping each other with towels and like chasing each other on the locker room naked, like 9th grade year.
And the gym teacher got pretty hard, didn't he?
No, dude, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang came out and he was like, hey, you guys are having way too much fun for being naked around a bunch of guys. And we're like, okay, Chittister, you're the fucking gym teacher, and my 13-year-old dick is out right now. Like, go the fuck back in your office. Why does it have a window looking at us?
That's like the story of the guy. I don't want to drop names, but the story of fucking
Wilhelm.
Yeah, that walked into his office just butt naked. Chester probably loved it, but
he's like, I forgot my gym clothes.
just walks into his office butt naked. Yeah, I forgot my gym clothes. What do I do?
Yeah, fuck.
It's like one of those things. It's like, yeah, I probably actually was glad I wasn't there to see that. I can hear about that and just be totally content.
But yeah, so one of the guys that my dad knows that got molested in school.
Yeah.
My dad and I were drinking one night, and my dad was
told
telling
you
me,
it was him.
No, my dad was telling me that the archdiocese paid his friend like around $60,000 to shut the fuck up about it.
Damn.
Okay.
I didn't get $60,000 to not shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
And so
where's our money?
Where's the fucking money, shithead?
Where's the fucking money, shithead?
Where's the fucking money, shithead?
Bunny, I know you're good. Or what is it?
Bunny says you're good
Bunny
for
says
it,
you're good for it, shithead.
That's probably like $200K nowadays, bucks.
Dude, are we like, should we just become like every other episode that we do? We just talk shit about the priest raping kids until they pay us off? Would that be immoral to take that money and just never talk about it again?
I wouldn't use the R word because that will definitely get our shit taken off YouTube, but we can say molested.
Molesting kids.
Yeah, we can say molested. That's fine.
Everyone forget what you just heard.
You said regurgitate?
Regurgitated, the R word. Oh my god. Yeah, so I don't know. That's crazy. I was gonna look up, I didn't, but recent stories of it still happening. And one thing that I was looking into was the statistics for, not really that hard facts, but like from 1950 to 2002, I think was their study. And it was like out of the 110,000 priests that were, throughout those years, were working throughout those years, there was 4,000 priests that were getting, God, what's the word, called out. And then there was like 10 of those, like 4,000 or 5,000 priests, there was 10,000 victims that were like, yo, yeah, like they fucking totally fucked our butts and, pulled our hair and
Fucked our
spanked
butts,
us
touched our nuts.
spanked me on the butt, like. But then it said that another study, which was, and that's 10,000 victims coming forward. But then it was one study in 2014 that in the last 10 years, I think it was about 10,000 victims also came forward, or like allegations, not necessarily convictions. I think like 800 in those 10 years, but I'm like, dog, that's some big fucking numbers for like
800 out of 10,000.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, who knows how many priests? My thought was in the first one, the 4,000 priests or 5,000 with the 10,000 allegations.
Oh.
That's 2 kids per priest. In the 2014 study in the last 10 years, I don't know how many priests were, alleged, molesters, but like, that's a lot, just for the last 10 years compared to the study that was done for 50 years.
As of November 11th, 2019, Bishop Accountability, a website that tracks accusations, is named 6,433 priests.
Like total so far. Do they have a date from when they started?
It does not.
1610. No, that number would be way fucking higher, brother.
Since 2002.
Outside, I mean, that's more than what they did a study for the last 50 years. So, I mean, they're working. They're still moving.
Additionally,
Yeah, they're moving the priest though. That's
so
the
that was
problem.
they're
that
moving
was
the
so
priest.
6,000 accusations. 4,700 of them were credible, and none of them got any jail time.
No, they never will. They get moved. There's something about the power of the Vatican that is keeping.
Do they control the world? I mean,
I think they're one of the fucking fingers that
pull the strings.
Yeah, they're definitely one of the fingers. But yeah, it's just fucking insane. There's some power in the Vatican that just has control over not only our government in the UK, in fucking France, like all these other countries where this is definitely happening.
I said Ireland was the second most.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt.
That's why I worry about That's why I worry about our friend Brandon, because I'm like, was he molested when he was younger? Like, I worry for him, you know. I'm gonna have to tell him, like, my heart goes out, man. Feel free to talk to me.
That would make a lot of sense.
That would also make a lot of sense.
Bad.
We want to hear your stories too, so don't be afraid to message us and tell us your stories. We won't put it on the air, maybe.
Unless
I don't know, unless you want us to. Yeah.
If you post it live, it's getting read. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know, Lorenzo, if you're still here, if you have any really weird stories, maybe you're Catholic. We want to know. We want to know what happened to your butts when you were younger.
It makes 100% sense. I almost said 0 cents. 100% sense that Ireland is the second. What's the fucking first thing you hear before the word Catholic all the time about families in the Midwest? Oh, they're Irish Catholic.
Mm-hmm. I was like, that does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that does not surprise me one bit.
Yeah. That was pretty crazy. It showed a world map. It's wild how the map of Catholicism, say that right? It's all like the Western, like we're all over here, you know, Northern, Southern America, Ireland, Australia was way off there.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say they were like way like deep. I was like, no, leave my boy McCheese's asshole alone.
Oh, no, I mean that. Like they're one of the, the top. They're one of the top, yeah.
McCheese, if anyone ever touches you,
McCheese, if anyone touches your butt, we will fly out there immediately.
It says 8% of priests in Australia are
diddlers. McCheese, if anyone ever hurts you,
if anyone touches your butt,
McCheese, you know how to get a hold of me.
Oh, he did. Lorenzo did grow up Catholic. Well, hey, man, kudos to you for not getting your butt fucking ruined by some molesty priest. Almost said the R word.
Let's call them diddlers.
Yeah, we'll just call them diddlers. That's safe.
There was another statistic, not really a big one, but it was just talking about the percentage of priests. What?
Oh, you can continue your thought. We were just
your percentage.
Yeah. Just ignore that I said, oh no. It completely irrelevant to the show.
It said something like the statistic for how many priests compared to like 4% of priests were doing this, or like 8%, but it said like the 4% statistic was like pretty close to the actual average of normal people that molest kids, that R-word kids.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that's a fucking big number, but I guess I, didn't know that.
Think about being in a culture where you're protected to molest children. Like you are solidified in a culture where it is safe to molest children.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what scares me about like young people that want to be like not even like a reverend or like a pastor, but want to be priest. It's like, hey, yeah, dude, you might got some ulterior motives or something, my dude.
They're like that is. I never even
kids grow up. Like, I want to go study
like,
in fucking Ireland to get my fucking Catholic priestship to become a priest of a Catholic church.
Like who
I had
nowadays,
I had to go through some vigorous training.
Dude, like for real though. Like I mean, I am an ordained minister, not a priest. But like who if anyone our age or younger was like, I want to be a Catholic priest and like go to like study in the synagogue and, you know, fucking, you're the, like you're fucking in the halo all day, every fucking day. Like there's something not right. And like, cause you got cool churches now where like people are like clapping and singing. Like if you want to be religious, you can do that without being like the God, I'm scared of you.
I'm almighty.
Yeah, like I'm gonna fucking.
Almighty.
You don't have to be the I'm scared of God. I'm gonna whip myself because I sinned. Fucking religion anymore. You can be the.
If that's what you believe, that's what you believe. I mean, how are you supposed to tell somebody what to believe?
No, I know, I get that, but anyone like in modern mindset, like our age or younger, going into that.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, like, dude, I knew
you're weird.
I knew I wasn't about that when I was like fucking 17, about to be confirmed, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm just,
churches are crazy.
I'm working full time and going to high school right now. I don't got time for your shit too. Like, eat ass.
Now all I can think about is just like back in the day when the priest would be like, "Oh, and I said to the young children, go back to the back room and take your robes off." And the whole church would start singing it too. I just started realizing what they were actually saying. It's crazy.
It was mind control.
That's some fucking charisma.
It was. Also, fucking keep shouting out to Lorenzo for thanking us for asking. Said he knew we'd be cool. Of course we're fucking cool.
Yeah.
Of course we're cool. That's what we do.
We're talking shit about priests.
And we're using really bad words. Words that might get me kicked off the show. YouTube's going to be like, okay, you guys can stay. That guy has to go. Get him out of here, damn it. You just made the list. We still, god damn though. Where are we at for, I'm looking for that word, you know. What is our special word?
Dude wants to drink some more kinky.
What
a fucking weird word of the day shot to bring when we're talking about molestation.
Should I just like,
I brought kinky.
Should I just like put the bottle like this? And you gotta fucking,
No,
I can see from below.
I fucking just put it eye level.
Oh, that's it. Stop shaking that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I just literally just put two and two together. That's fucking funny as shit.
Oh, my God. Alright, let's
Dude, the boys are back.
let's get this word of the day shot. Let's what can I think?
Tell you what, it's not molesting.
I thought it might have been, I'm not gonna be honest, I thought the R word might have been it.
No. I mean, before the show started getting bigger, if this was 2 years ago, that would have been the word of the day.
Do you think Pope John Paul has raped anybody? Or wait, is that the Pope?
That was R word. Come on, dog.
The R word.
I didn't say anything.
I'm gonna go piss before we get the word of the day.
He said redundant.
I said redundant.
The mic's picking up these R words really weird.
He said irrelevant. Is that the current Pope, John Paul?
I think that was the last
one. I don't know. He was fucking kind of weird.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, and I don't want to get too far into like the popes until Dylan gets back because there's some shit that I had about that. But I mean, what was Pope Francis? Was that the one before him? Or is that the current
I think
Pope?
that's the current Pope.
Okay. Okay, that's the one that I wanted to talk about then. Who is John Paul
Van Damme?
Yeah. He was great in that Karate Kid movie. No, who the fuck? So Pope John Paul was the last. Dylan, do you remember the name of the last Pope before the last Pope?
Who's the latest one?
Right now we're on Francis. Last one was John Paul.
Francis John Paul.
Oh wait, dude, wasn't John Paul the one that was like, I'm not meeting President Donald Trump? And that shit fucking made me laugh.
I don't remember. It's weird how little I want to know about, you know, that religion and everything, but how they just shove the Pope news in your face. Don't they like?
Who cares?
Oh,
don't they like
Pope Benedict?
Is the current one?
No, Francis, Benedict, and then John Paul.
So Francis is now.
Yeah.
John Paul was last, and then it was Benedict. Wait, Francis, Benedict, John Paul.
Yep. And then
In reverse order.
And then
okay.
John Paul the First. So,
What an asshole.
all right, let me just appoint my son to be the next pope.
Oh no, they take the name of a patron saint.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they change their name when they become the pope.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
That's
not
like
his
one of
real
the
name.
other. That's the other technique they use to hide the priests that have diddled boys. Hey, bro.
I can't remember. They do something with the same, not with bishops, but with
Cardinals.
cardinals. Yeah, they name them other birds. No,
Is that what?
you're Cardinal Sparrow and you're Cardinal Pelican.
That's what they
Cardinal
do.
Lust.
Though is they just like as soon as they get in trouble, name change, boom.
Dude,
Like, what's the body
it's really
count of
like
our
hard
popes?
because when I was going through like religious education and shit like that, like we had a really cool priest, but just shit like this leaves such a bad taste in my mouth. Where I'm like, I wonder what Father Sikora was doing.
Did,
like,
did Father
what
Sikora
was he
leave a
up to?
bad taste in your mouth?
No, he didn't leave one. Nah, you all know I wasn't the prettiest kid. I peaked when I was like 24.
I think about that too. Like I'm sure there's, a lot of good people out there, but it's like, okay, well, if I was a part of that religion and I was like a leader of my religion and shit, I knew shit was going on and people at the top highest level were just moving. Like people had to know. People have to know what was going on. If normal people can figure it out, I'd be like, why would you keep doing that job?
Well, like when
You want to get people into heaven? Yeah. You work for an organization where people are fucking molesting kids and they don't do anything about it.
Yeah. That's where it's like, God, like, fuck. Like when Big Dylan, when we were in middle school, so before I had met you, when Big Dylan passed and then was resuscitated, we were in the waiting room and fucking Father Sikora from St. Pat's just walking down the hallway of the hospital, just visiting old people from the church. And we were like, oh my God, Father Sikora. And he like came in, someone, not us, because we were kids and we were crying and we were scared, but someone told him what was going on. He gave Dylan an emergency baptism while they were operating on him. So I'm like, there's good people in the church, but there's also fucking Father Nelson that's putting someone in a headlock and fucking them in the ass.
Right.
I don't understand how you'd be able to do that.
I mean, it's kind of like a rear naked choke,
Okay.
Yeah.
but with
Okay.
with a third grip.
You'll have to show me later.
Should we make I feel like we should make we should just make it a law because I feel like if you're doing that in the US, it's against the law. Like you should have to wear body cams.
What? As a
Oh, if you're gonna
as
be a
pope?
priest,
Yeah. You can't like they're already like, "Oh, we're not going to get married. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this." So wear a fucking camera, huh?
I mean, the police
You
turn
fuck-
their body cameras off all the time.
I don't even think that body cam like the Vatican moves so quickly that the priest is gone the
Right.
minute accusations are made.
Yep, true.
Like even if there's tangible evidence, priests don't get caught. So there's literally the only thing we can do about it is
and I feel like
talk about it, I guess, so that people are aware. That's what kind of why I wanted to do this episode, and I have to go to a Catholic mass this week. I'm not looking forward to it, but like it's like that kind of inspired me thinking, because that's literally the first when I realized I had to go to mass this week. The first thing I thought about was how do we do a podcast episode about me having to go to mass this week.
Yeah, I've been to some. I feel like probably around 10 times where I've been to like a Catholic church. Not for me. Get
No,
me the
it's
fuck
fucking
out of there.
dreadful.
I don't know if I went with a friend or fucking something. Jeez, don't sign me up for that
church
shit.
isn't fun. Catholic mass is like the antithesis of not being fun.
every time I don't know I don't even know what kind of religion my mom was trying to make me be, but every time we went to church, I watched VeggieTales the whole time. It was pretty dope.
Well, we watch VeggieTales and CCD, but not in church.
I'm not saying that
Maybe I didn't go to church then.
I think it's cool now that the way the like progressive churches are becoming, they're like one of the bigger ones we have in CF now. They're like, look, we don't have your pastor, your priest, or whatever. Like we just have people who are gonna take turns every day or every time talking to you. And I'm like, that's cool, Like, I like that that's a cool side of it. They're not it's not weird and it's not boring, but it also scares me. I'm like, I don't want people to get tricked into believing something because they can get coffee and cookies and hang out in a room where they play music, and that's how they grow up to learn. It's like, I'd rather go to that place than any other church in my life. Like, it's way better.
Sounds like how Nexium got started.
Dude,
probably.
We also went to a church one time.
Even the weddings.
We had a
dude, straight up for weddings. Catholic
theater.
Weddings suck.
Yeah. You want to go to a wedding ceremony that lasts for an hour and a half?
Fucking
Go to a Catholic wedding. Dude, fuck my ass. Do you know how many fucking Catholic weddings I've been to?
6.
I've probably been in a Catholic wedding attendance as many hours as I've played several video games. Dude, just fucking... No,
bro.
Dude, my dad's side of the family, all Irish Catholic fucking weddings. It's just an hour and a half long. It's like, how the fuck does she stand there in those high heels for an hour and a half? Because the bride and the groom have to stand at the fucking altar the entire service. And it's
that was Keegan. What's up, Keegan? Fuck yeah.
Bro, my knees would buckle.
When I went to the first one, like one of the first weddings I ever went to was a Catholic wedding. I remember like when I was younger, and I fucking wanted to fucking slit my wrist and wipe the blood over a pig in front of whatever way I could offend them.
See, if you
Next wedding I went to was amazing. It was so short. I was like, I don't want to go to a wedding again. The party's not even fucking worth it to sit through all that. And like, honestly, it was done in like 20 minutes. It was done in like 20 minutes. And I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I went to so many Irish, or not even Irish, just Catholic weddings that I stopped going to wedding ceremonies just in general. I'd show up late on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
And then literally like at age 20-something, went to a friend's wedding that was not a Catholic wedding, and the ceremony was like maybe 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was weird. And then I went to another one, and then I went to one of Matea's coworkers' weddings, and then another, and they were all like 15 minutes long. I was like, is this what weddings are without like touchy-feely priest? Like what?
So if you
is that why they take so long? Because the priests are like in the back with the altar boys.
They're looking through the audience, looking for someone to hang out with when the ceremony's over. Mm-hmm. You're like, all right, which one of these kids would put up a less fight when they're blowing bubbles for the bride?
Fat one.
He's probably just thinking in his head when he has the whole congregation singing. He's just in his head. Well, Timmy has cool hair. But Tommy's butt looks bigger in those jeans he's wearing.
I'm going to tell that porker over there that I got a Three Musketeers bar in the back.
It's like when you're in class or whatever and you're going through everybody and you're thinking, yeah, she's hot. Oh, no, God, no. Okay, yeah, maybe if I was drunk. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but by the way, what you guys were saying about word of the day, I said the names earlier, but not the word of the day.
The names. But not the word.
I said their names.
And that's what it is?
The cardinals, the archbishops.
Nope. Way earlier than that.
Oh.
Wait. So their name is the word of the day, or it revolves around...
It's something that they themselves together created.
Nexium.
No. That was like...
A cult.
that was like 3 minutes
They created a cult! God damn it!
Yes.
I think I'm on to something. It's Pepe Sylvia.
Let's talk about how Catholicism is a cult.
Well, do you want to do that, or I thought you guys wanted to try to guess the word of the day?
Okay, word of the day. Let's go.
It was something that was earlier said about...
It was literally like in the beginning of the episode.
Of what they created.
Patron saints.
No.
It's what they created?
I'll give you guys a hint. Basketball. Basketball.
Long
you guys ever seen that movie?
Yeah, it's Matt Stone and Trey Parker. Oh! South Park.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, I didn't even know. I was like, I thought we were.
Wait, you said South Park too.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm getting bad at this.
All right, everyone, grab one from the bucket.
$99 bananas.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Oh God.
Is that banana?
Oh, it's cinnamon.
Here you go.
Yeah, you want kinky. You got to take kinky.
There's the bananas in here.
I don't want 99. I take it back.
I mean, we're getting diddled by priests. You might as well get kinky with it.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I was just like the reason that was where like they're the only people in pop culture that are actively talking about the Catholic Church and child molestation and shit. So I thought it was a fun word of the day.
Did you guys know that fucking William Shakespeare like hid out from the Vatican like because he was getting chased down by Vatican fucking assassins? So he hid out for like 3 months.
You ever heard the theory
That's
that William...
Twilight, dude.
You ever heard the theory that
Twilight.
William Shakespeare wasn't even a real person? It was a collaboration of artists.
Cheers. A lot better than 99.
Did you ever hear the story? Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
gross,
just one thing that I've always found interesting about William Shakespeare is they think that his 27 plays that he wrote were written by 27 different people. Just a not today topic.
I mean, when Fox puts out the TV show, you don't pay attention to who fucking puts it out. You're just like, Fox has all these great shows.
You know, I said Shakespeare when I really meant to say fucking Leonardo da Vinci.
Damn, you said Leonardo. I thought you were going to say DiCaprio.
Damn. I should have.
Yeah. I wonder what's going on nowadays with the...
we didn't even explain word of the day to the new viewers. Fucking word of the day is every episode I pick a word of the day. I try not to say it. Sometimes I say it on accident. Then when one of the boys say it, I play the soundtrack that you just heard, and we take a shot. And today it was kinky.
So if you feel like you missed it, just rewind the video a little bit and then pretend like you just didn't. you didn't just hear it. Yeah, I wonder what's going on with like the media coverage though. It feels like
there's none. Very little.
It's like they're oh wow, that was loud as fuck. There is some like media coverage of it, but it's not eye catchy like every other fucking story is, you know?
He said it was like a lot of people in history make new name with other people's work. Like fuck, that's what.
Right.
So
Like,
this is country is probably built on just someone who changed. You know,
what was that like? The Egyptian dude that just like stamped his name on all the fucking things. He was like, "Well, this is bigger than anything I could build, but I'm gonna just stamp my name on it."
yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, I don't know, man. This shit's crazy, dude. I that's where I was. My biggest thing about this whole episode, my biggest thought process was, these guys probably control most of the world. I mean, not just them, but then I try and explain that to people. They'd be like, oh, like one guy was like, people said that there was a thing said about how it is actually impossible for 6 people alone to control that many moving parts. And I was like, yeah, you dumbass, but it's
that's why you have 300 below that 6.
I was gonna say it's like yeah, it's
pyramid.
not like
It's a Ponzi scheme.
It's a Ponzi scheme.
Fuck. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
like, they probably
dude, there's people that are just like, they associate anyone that thinks the way that we do as Alex Jones kind of shit, which is not true. Like, it's not even a fraction of an inch of close to.
I mean, I just like to question everything, you know, like
well,
even if it's
just
not
like what it's the thing is when people hear, oh, there's this group is controlling this, they're like, okay, you fucking crazy person. It's like, no, but they are. Like, how else do you explain that someone that was studying in fucking Italy to become a priest, moved to America, molested 30 kids, and then before he gets arrested, they pull him out, move him to South America, can't get extradited because he works for the... It's not even that they can't get extradited because they work in a country where there's no extradition. They can't get extradited because they work for the Vatican. So if you're telling me that the Vatican doesn't have a poll that the United States government or any government can fucking pull someone out and be like, no, you literally had sexual intercourse with 40 fucking kids over your career. Like, you're gonna die in jail. And that's not a possibility. And you're telling me the Vatican doesn't have the power to control stuff? Like, go fuck yourself.
Well,
We don't know what's
The
happening.
Vatican's its
There's
own, like city-state kind of
the
thing.
Vatican's
Yeah, I know.
like an onion donkey. There's layers. You got different layers of
I
it.
just
You
wanna
don't
see
understand?
what they got
I
in
understand the
their basement.
Vatican's like a city-state, but it's okay, so you work for a company in France and you did a huge crime in America, you can still get pulled out of France and come to America.
But say it's like, where was Edward Snowden trying to go? Russia or whatever.
Well, he did go to Russia.
They're not going to pull you from Russia.
No, because Russia's not going to send him here because Russia is not a friend of America. But what I'm saying is they can't arrest Father so-and-so in Guatemala, which is a friendly country where we
That
do
would
have
extradite.
extradition. They can't extradite him because Guatemalan police can't arrest him on crimes of America because he works for the Vatican.
Yeah, the pull is ridiculous.
So if you're-
Are they
if- yeah,
selling
if you're-
drugs too? Like probably selling drugs and everything, dude.
Nah, dude, you can get 10K
Yeah, they're
for a
selling
kid.
endorphins, dude. You know how many
Yeah, why
endorphins
sell?
you get?
Adrenochrome.
Why sell drugs when you make way more money off of kids? That's their business plan. They have a chalkboard, and at the top it says "Sell more kids."
You know how many you know how many endorphins your body creates when a dick's in your ass?
12. You ever seen Monsters Inc? And you know they got the laugh gauge and
Fart in your panties and throw them by the closet.
Yeah, scare away any spooky ghosts. I wish we could just like pull that up and show it, man. It would help our viewers understand.
well, they have that gauge, you know.
If we were on anything but, I guess, no, we can't. I was gonna say if we were on anything but YouTube doing it live, we could, but Twitch would DCMA it too.
Shouldn't stream
And theirs
live on
is
Daily
way harder.
Motion.
But
Fart in your panties and throw them by the closet. It might scare away any spooky ghosts. Yeah, it just sounds way sounds
so fucking funny.
sounds way too weird without the video.
I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biden's not going nuts. We're not going nuts. It's fine. It's cool. We're straight.
We're fine.
First time we mentioned Biden this episode.
Yeah, I didn't put him in the tag.
I
I
mean-
didn't really mean to, and it just kind of slipped out.
I mean, he could be. I mean, he could be sniffing.
He
kids
probably.
somewhere.
I want to know.
He is the first Catholic president since fucking JFK.
Oh, is he a Catholic?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah,
That
man.
explains him
Makes
It
sniffing
sense.
does kind of
kids.
explain a lot.
Makes a lot of sense. I mean, I feel like we don't talk about it enough, even about his island. That, you know, wasn't it his island or is it his brother's island that was in viewing distance of Epstein's island, where all
think it
the
was
kids
just-
got molested?
I think it was just his families. I think it was just in the Biden name.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean,
In the trust.
yeah, but still, I mean, if he's Catholic and they're all Catholic, how many Vatican popes and shit like that went out to Epstein's island or went out to those islands to diddle boys, you know?
They probably didn't have to go to Epstein's island to do that.
No,
I think the Vatican is like a tier above Epstein.
Bro, I want to see what's below the Vatican. I want to see all that.
Oh,
We
the
should
under-
just rate it. Is that...
Dude, everybody
They
stormed the
Dylan,
Vatican.
we've been over this. They tried that, and then a bunch of Muslims died.
Well, that was how the Crusade started, but what are fucking dumbasses and metal helmets and
Dude,
swords
they
gonna
literally,
do now?
yeah, they
What's up?
fucking, they guard the Vatican. Their soldiers, like they have like their internal police and shit like that.
Yeah. Mhm.
But the people that are like policing the fucking Vatican are literally armed with like pole arms,
Bro,
which is just a fucking thick sword on an end
And
of a stick.
people, but listen to this. The pole arms can't stop, you know, intruders with guns coming in, but it stops the kids from getting out.
Yeah, that's true. But
I think we need to set up a thing on Facebook, just like the
I
rape area.
don't think we should talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
this live on air.
At least the platform.
Yeah, no. Alex Jones made a joke about raiding the Capitol, and now he's under FBI investigation
Oh,
of the
really?
insurrection.
Jesus.
Louise.
So if the FBI can't touch the Vatican, I don't want to. No, we don't want to raid the Vatican. We love the Vatican.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah,
I
and
don't know.
especially that if you guys want to pay us a
I
fuckload of money.
I think you guys got me wrong. I just wanted to raid the Pope's panty drawer.
Hey,
it's gonna be a bunch of boys' panties.
I just want you guys to know that our fucking very active chat member agrees with me that the Vatican's above Epstein. So,
Oh, duh, of course.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
he was definitely very low on the totem pole.
Where do you
Yeah,
think?
Epstein-
Where do you think Epstein got the idea?
It's so wild when we talked about Epstein and he was such a big deal and we were like, oh my God, it's such a big bust. And it's like now that we're like going through our daily lives, we're like, no, like he wasn't a big deal. Fucking what's her nuts? Yolaine Maxwell is not a big deal.
Oh, she was a bigger deal than Epstein.
Yeah,
I think.
but,
yeah,
I mean,
but it's like compared to what's at the top.
They wanted her dad. You know?
Yeah, they link through Yolaine Maxwell. You can link the fucking child sex trafficking ring to multiple different countries. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's a world trade. What is it? Is the cabal the world? Is that what the term is for like around the world or what?
cabal is just like the way to explain it. Like overall, like
It's
just
the
a trade.
group, the Kabbalists.
the cabal.
The priest's gonna grab the kids' cabals and put them in their mouth.
Just a bad one.
I couldn't think of a good one,
That's a
bro.
bad
How are
dad
you
joke,
gonna,
dude.
Yeah.
How you gonna
Dad joke, dad joke,
how you
dad
gonna make the priest want to put fucking their cabals in the kid's ass? I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's getting worse the more you try.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not getting any help. No one seems to be even trying. Like,
Dude, sometimes it's funner to watch a sink ship by itself and just
I think as the sink further, the ship is if it sinks further, it's just better to watch though. Like you said, it's just I think the jokes get better.
So, Mike, the reason we were talking about Pope names when you came back from taking a piss, Mike asked me a question about John Paul, Benedict,
Francis.
Benedict,
Whoever.
the last one.
Any of them.
And so Pope Francis, the new one, is the first pope to acknowledge not only gay sex but gay marriage not only gay marriage but gay sex. That makes more sense in that order as acceptable to the Catholic Church.
So
And it's like, how is it's 2021? How for over we'll say 600 years have Catholic priests been fucking kids, and this is the first pope that's like, or not even fucking kids, fucking young boys.
Anyone they want, but mostly young boys.
Well, especially after 1610 or whenever we made up in our heads that law was, or I made up in my head that law was. It was in that time frame. Like, I didn't completely make it up, but I don't remember.
In the early 1600s.
Yeah. And this is the first pope that's like, yeah, gay relations is cool, man. And he like makes TikToks and shit. He follows Ariana Grande on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like
Man.
like it took that long for a pope to follow Ariana Grande. I mean, that's not what I meant. It took that long for a pope to acknowledge gay sex.
It's because they're trying to be fucking cool. They're losing so many members, bro.
Which is
Well, yeah,
I mean, it's gonna
dude.
put them under the spotlight. The more they try and fucking be like the rest of the world to try and get more people to pay money. Like, imagine how much money they've lost in the sense of people not being religious anymore.
Honestly, dude, Catholicism has been on a downward spiral since Creed dropped their Human Clay album. Like, and that was like 1998.
Why do you equate
You look like you're about to cry.
Why do you equate it with that?
Because, dude, it's just like young. Okay, so from growing up Catholic, I see more and more people in the community church community that I was associated with, not going through with like confirmation and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I saw people in my grade, I was like one of like 8 people that didn't go through with it. And then the next year I heard about, 12 people didn't go through with it. And the year after that, my brother's grade, a handful of people didn't go through with it. And then it's just been just because I grew up in that community with those people, I hear about the people that it grows
Right.
every year. And like, you're talking like 40 kids. So like my year, I was, what I say, one of 6 people.
Right.
And then the next year it was like 8 people. And it just, every year it's growing.
I'm just trying to figure out why you fucking dig Creed like that, man.
Dude, fuck Creed.
Shut up about Creed, man.
Fuck Creed. Not the guy from The Office, but the band.
Band was fucking legendary in
Dude,
its time.
They had like 2 songs that were good.
They had like 5.
Dude, if you're gonna hate on Nickelback and you don't hate on Creed,
I fucking love Nickelback.
Okay, well if you're gonna hate on one, I'm just gonna hate on both. I don't know. We're just gonna have to agree to disagree on it. It was just an analogy I made, but Six Feet Under by Creed, fucking great song.
Agreed.
Or 6 Feet, whatever
Creed,
the fuck it's called.
I don't go out of my way to listen to Creed, but like, good,
if it turns on, bro, I'm fucking jam to
it turns on. I know Keegan would probably fucking drop some Creed in the groovy bot, the music bot in Discord. You know, I'm down to listen. Same with Nickelback. Love that shit.
No, the only good Nickelback song is Rockstar. Because we all just want to be big rock stars and then we have
Nope, I like Photograph. Makes me cry. When I think about your
what's the one with him and Avril Lavigne too? I like that
the
song.
The lead singer of Nickelback is married to Avril Lavigne.
Chet Kroger.
I like that song.
Or maybe they got divorced. I don't remember, but still.
No, Avril Lavigne's fake. It's not even really her.
He's been all up in her guts, so they're just ruined for me.
Damn.
Keegan says, "I can't believe what I'm hearing from you, AJ."
Yo, honestly, I'm just gonna say it right now. Fuck Creed.
Yo,
I liked Human Clay when it was the only fucking album.
Dude,
that my dad
Animals
had on
from
CD.
Nickelback. Animals is my
like
favorite song. Dude.
That's a good one,
Animals
too.
is my favorite song.
My dad also only had Human Clay CD in his
Yeah,
car.
dude, it's fucking.
Why?
My dad had that and "Born in the USA" by Bruce Springsteen, and like, dude, we would drive to like from here all the way up to Big Pine Lake, which is like 2 hours past Duluth in Minnesota. And he only had those 2 fucking CDs. So you think that my hatred for fucking Creed is not warranted?
You're talking 10 hours in the car with Creed.
I know the lead singer of Creed's voice more than I know my own father.
I know my grandma's voices. I know Creed voice more than I know my own porn websites voices.
And they're Christian rock, and that just kind of, I don't know, dude.
I'm not saying it's fucking spectacular and I'm gonna fucking go out of my way. If I was making a playlist and someone said, "Hey, like put this song by Creed," which I'd barely like.
Dude, if 6 Feet or Higher comes on randomly,
yeah, no,
I will jam. But if you ask me if
put
I
it
want
on a playlist is all. Like, I'm not gonna listen to that
Yeah,
shit.
if
Like,
you-
I like it. I'm not saying it's actually good music, but I'm not gonna fucking. I'm done. I went through junior high. Like, I fucking listened to that shit.
If you asked me if I would
over
rather
it.
go through fucking an hour of ball torture from a professional dominatrix or listen to Human Clay all the way through, I would pick the hour of ball torture. That's how I'd rather spend an hour.
But is it like sexual and it's like
No,
super
she's stepping
kinky
on
and
him.
hot?
Not for me, it's not. I don't want someone fucking whipping my ball sack with a a horse racer whip. Where the fuck they're called?
She's just gonna use sandpaper on it all day.
Shaving your nuts with a razor without any shaving cream.
She's not gonna be like fart in your panties and throw them towards the closet.
Yeah.
No, that ain't her.
To the spoils go the victor. The video we're referencing, can I say the name of the video right?
Yeah.
The video is Kitty, Kitty. This guy does crazy fucking animations of pop culture, shows, cartoons, Willy Wonka, Ed, Eddie, shit
Pixar.
like that. If you want to take acid and really just fucking watch something that makes you want to fucking
Die.
jump off a bridge, maybe, but like not die, maybe die. I just have weird thoughts. Go there. But watch Kitty. That shit is fucking...
Interesting.
That's amazing.
It's interesting.
It's interesting. It's very interesting.
So I don't want to dive like too deep into the Vatican shit because that's a whole episode in itself with like the artwork that they have on display and shit like that. Just to tease, there's a room called the Snake Room, I believe.
No, it's like their main fucking congressional center, dude.
Yeah, the snake room.
Oh yeah, their main fucking congressional center.
Yeah, so we'll just throw that out there. That's a teaser for another episode. But yeah, it's just I don't want to go too deep into the Vatican itself, but just the amount of power that the Vatican has.
They're the devil.
It's like almost world police, like every country. I don't know how I'm trying to say this. So you know what Interpol is? Like international police. Mm-hmm. It's like the Vatican has jurisdiction over them in the way that they are able to hide these predatory priests.
Predatory practitioners.
Of God.
Of God.
Of God.
Yes.
But yeah, it's fucking, I don't know. It really bugs me that there's nothing that anyone can do but talk about it.
I
mean, there's some civic
Justice?
solutions,
Yeah.
but
I would if
I'm
married.
not going down that
If
road.
I ever was
Not
to
yet.
date,
No, not yet.
if
If
I
there
was
were
ever to
zombies,
date,
yeah.
If I was gonna date a Catholic bitch, I'd be like, okay, but the only thing I ever have is if we ever get married and have kids. I'm never going to Catholic church or any church, by that matter, and neither are my fucking kids.
Well, I think that it's not bad to take your kids to church because you get some values from church. But I'd be like, you're not gonna be a choir boy. You're not gonna be
I'll
altar
teach
boy.
them. I'm
No.
gonna teach
You're
my
not.
kids.
You're not
value.
gonna be by this with
Well,
this
yeah,
guy by yourself.
but think of like I don't know, just some of the shit that rubbed off on you when you were a kid from all the lessons that you learned at church.
There are good
school.
lessons to be.
But it's
found.
like
I didn't learn shit.
You're not.
I fucking
You're not.
hated that.
You
I
didn't
could
learn
if I
shit
if
from
I had
VeggieTales?
if I had a good mentor, if I had an actual good mentor, then like
Right, but
Yeah.
the problem is that
their mentoring.
How do you know that guy's
sucks.
not gonna rape you?
well, he's talking about him mentoring his kids.
Oh.
But
you know?
well, the problem with that is your kids, like when I was a kid, my dad was a really good mentor, a really good coach, and everything like that. But there were things that I didn't want to learn from him, just because I was a fucking kid and I didn't want to listen to my dad all the time, kind of shit.
You're right.
So it's always good to have like a
Somebody that
Second
I guess it depends on where you went. Maybe where you went taught better shit. To me, it was church was just stupid. It was fucking. It was meant to make these older people feel like they had God listening to them. Like, okay, congregation, why don't you settle down and close your eyes because God's listening. Tell them what you want. All right, let's fucking sing some songs.
Dude, I had CCD at St. Pat's after it was like an after school program, and I would fuck with all of their fucking shit in their desk. Like I would put shit from Jimmy's desk and Sarah's desk and dude, just all kinds of.
Why is my stapler in Jello?
Not quite that extreme, but it'd be like, Sarah, give me back my fucking colored pencils. Like I'd go to school the next day just like laughing to myself. Like, oh, I really fucked that shit up.
Somebody's gonna get pissed off today.
Yeah, fuck, man. I don't like religion. It rubs me the wrong way.
I like spirituality.
Sure, spirituality is do it yourself. Don't be a part of a religion that's like
A cult.
A cult.
You know what's starting to become a cult? This new age hippie movement slash I'm a witch slash I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of culty to me.
There's a new age Wiccan movement.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's weird.
Time to go down to Salem, Alabama, and burn a bitch.
It's just like every
Where's
single
Salem? That's not even in Alabama.
Oregon.
Oregon?
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Isn't it?
no. Salem's in New
Salem
England.
or Oregon.
Well, that might be a town, or
But
a
yeah,
city.
I think
but
you're right, Age. I think Age is
We're
right.
we're talking like
Like the
1800s,
actual-
like before Oregon was found.
Like Monty Python.
like
style.
Massachusetts, maybe.
She's
I
a
don't know.
witch.
Yeah, it might have been Massachusetts.
Yeah, I don't know.
Definitely
Shit.
wasn't Greenbow, Alabama.
Fucking, it's a cult, man. Straight up.
Massachusetts.
Salem,
Yeah.
That makes more sense than Alabama. Way more sense than Oregon.
I just know there's a Salem, Oregon, so there's good drugs in there.
I want there to be a separation of church and state. Someday,
I think there is, and I think that's the problem with all these priests getting away from getting arrested.
True, actually, but I mean, wouldn't that mean? I mean, wouldn't the separation be that they wouldn't be able to be protected like they were?
I think we just need to.
I think the problem's the Vatican, and that's a topic that we'll tackle in the future.
I'm going to introduce legislation to my state senator.
Talking about getting those perps into jail for molesting kids. We should just throw them all in jail, like just to be safe. Let's just throw them all in prison.
Right. And then they get trials to see if they're not molesters.
Yeah. If she doesn't weigh the same weight as Duck, then they're not a witch, and they'll live.
If she can't swim, she must be a witch.
Yes. Exactly.
She must be a witch. I mean,
but
glitch.
you put stones in that scale. No, we didn't. She's a witch. Burner.
Yikes. Monty Python did it best. Well, I guess if we're not going to talk about the Vatican and the snake room, I don't have much left to talk about these boys. I don't know if you have anything juicy you have left, AJ.
I'm making sure that I don't. And I don't think that I do.
Because I have to piss again. And I'm going to wait till the end of the show.
Yeah, I think we hit everything that I really had.
Otherwise, I'll go pee right now. But
And another good one.
Episode 111.
We got a new friend.
Oh, yeah.
Lorenzo.
Yeah, not Keegan. Not Keegan. We fucking hate that guy.
Yeah, that guy can go fuck himself. Listens to Creed and Nickelback on repeat all day.
It's like
There's only 2 albums he has in his car.
Suck my whole ass.
He's got a whole fucking CD book and it's only Creed and Nickelback.
The problem is there's going to be like several hundred people that hear this and there's just be like, oh my god, these guys know a guy named Keegan that only listens to Nickelback and Creed.
Oh, man.
We don't mean it. We love Keegan. He's a great friend.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
Except for he does only listen to Creed and Nickelback.
Yeah,
So.
yeah right.
Thanks again for joining us for another episode of the WRK podcast where we ask the questions, but at the end of the day, who really knows? As always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends, Dylan, who is in the bathroom, and Michael.
Hello.
And, follow us on Twitter at DayBreakPod, Instagram at DayBreakPodcast. All the links are in the bio. Scroll down, click that shit. If you're on the road, still scroll down, click that shit. You'll find all the stuff you need. Our Patreon page, patreon.com/WRKpod. And we will catch you not next week, but the week fucking after. Peace.
Later, Lorenzo. I'll get halfway with that one.
Here's the fucking money, shithead!
And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can we remove this sickness from our souls.
Those folks who were responsible have been held accountable.
Develops weapons of mass destruction. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter